Okay, first gun to do is the bas-b. 300 kills while pack-a-punch. It's exactly the same as the assault rifles. Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure the elite kills don't actually count as, or special zombie kills, they don't count as like more than one, which is kind of weird because I swear in Black Ops Cold War, if you did a mangler kill or a mimic kill or something like that, it would have counted as at least 10 kills or something like that compared to a normal zombie kill. I honestly don't know. I'm not helping either of these guys. These guys cancelled my contract early in the game, and they did it together. They clearly teamed up to cancel the contract against me, so I'm not helping them. They can go screw themselves. They're clearly mates anyway, so there we go. Wow, I didn't think it was going to be that quick. I must have obviously... Maybe the mangler kills do count as 10. Maybe it really does after all. Right, we're going to hope it's tracked. Yep, okay. I have to check this, you see, guys, because in the past, there used to be a problem with camos tracking in Cold War and shit like that, so, you know, sometimes it doesn't happen. But anyway, next one is the Sidewinder. Let's get it. Okay. Let's get it. 300 pack-a-punch kills. I just want to say as well, guys, like last video, if you noticed, like well, not last video, but when I did the first ZIRCON scale unlock video for the assault rifles, you might have noticed the audio was like really light. It sounded distant and almost like hollow sounding, and it was because of the fact that my Elgato chat link cable wasn't plugged in properly, and I couldn't hear that it was sounding so shit because I basically didn't have my headset in at the time. I didn't have my headset on, so literally the chat link cable was poorly connected into my controller, and thus the audio quality wasn't so good. But I've made sure I've got it right this time, guys. So hopefully now you should be able to hear the audio nice and crispy in good quality. There we go. Sidewinder done. Boom. Okay, so that's 2 of 3 done. One more to do, and this one should be the MTZ-762, so let's get it. Alright, last one. Here goes nothing. Oh, there we go. Well, that unlocked a lot sooner than I thought. Either I've been counting wrong, or the 40 remaining kills actually has been subtracted by killing, I don't know, 4 manglers. I'm starting to think that maybe manglers do count as 10 kills. Yeah, that's the only way this could make sense. There's no way I falsely counted 40 kills. Okay, there we go. That's the final battle rifle of the 3 done. Okay, time to get to the video. Okay guys, so as you can see from the intro, I've just gotten ZIRCON scale on the 3 base battle rifles inside of Modern Warfare 3. Honestly, like I said in the first one for this whole grind, I wasn't actually planning to do the whole ZIRCON scale grind, or I should say the Borealis grind. I was kind of thinking of it vaguely, but was mainly thinking of pushing it on. But as you can see, we're getting a ball going here. We've done the assault rifles, now the battle rifles. Now, it's probably not great that I'm doing all the first selections of guns, like all the primaries at the start, because then I'm going to be left with all the rotten guns at the end, you know, the launchers and the melees, and I know I can technically skip those ones out. I don't actually have to do those now that we've got DLCs in the game, and, you know, newer Call of Duties are a lot more forgiving, let's just say. Yeah, just forgiving, I guess. That's the only word I can really think of. They allow you to just kind of swap out any weapon class you don't want to do with other guns because it doesn't specify what type of weapon class anymore. It just has to be a certain number of guns to get the camo, so I guess that's kind of nice, but I don't want to do that anyway. I just want to get them all done anyway, the base ones at least. That way I don't have to do them down the line. I can get them out of the way with, like they would have been at the start of the game, and then just do the DLCs after. I just like to stick to that formula. But needless to say, I've done the 3 battle rifles in this game, and what I will say is that, like the other video, the assault rifles, the actual camo itself is simple as all hell. It's literally just exfilling with 100 kills. For the Golden Enigma camo, you just exfil with 100 kills on each of those guns, and then once you've done all 3 of those, you literally just go then and do like 300 pack-a-punch kills on the weapon. Like, it's that simple. The challenges for these weapons are super easy in terms of like their ZIRCON scale challenge. Like, they're not really demanding or anything like that. Like, the fact that the ZIRCON scale challenge is exactly identical to each other for every weapon, it doesn't really create a whole lot of difference with or varying for each weapon class, which I kind of like. I can't argue with it. Like, I kind of like it. It's predictable, and at least it works for each weapon, but it's very different to its multiplayer counterpart, which is the Forged Camo, which has lots of variants of challenges going on. But with this, it's very straightforward. It's just 300 pack-a-punch kills every single time for all of your ZIRCON scale challenges. But yeah, like I say, the challenges themselves for ZIRCON Zircon scale are not the problem. But what I will say is the base camos towards these weapons are a pain in the ass. Like, they genuinely suck. I'm not even gonna lie to you. These were actually harder to do than the assault rifles, and you'd be surprised because the assault rifles, there's only 6 of them to do, whilst the battle rifles, there's 3 of them. So you'd think, hang on, how is it harder to do, 3 of them than 6 of them? Well, the fact is, the base camos for these battle rifles, some of them, for no reason, are just annoying. Like, they're just annoying. They're difficult because of the fact that they ask you to use a certain thing or to look for a certain kind of thing before you can even start progress on that kill. And those things, for example, are like, let's say with the bas-b, one of the challenges on that was for me to get cryo-freeze kills. And you'd think that's pretty simple, just get cryo-freeze. Like, come on, not that difficult. No, it's actually a lot harder. Unless you've actually already stowed one of those onto your inventory from a game where you randomly got it as a reward, or if you've earned it through crafting it inside of your zombies menu, in the inventory where you can like craft stuff, or if you actually got it from a battle pass as a reward, yeah, it's not easy to get it at all. If you don't have it as a schematic inside of your inventory or something you can craft, you've got to go look for the cryo freeze before you can even do that challenge. And looking for cryo freeze in this game is like trying to find a needle in the haystack. I'm telling you now, if you come around to doing this challenge, you're going to hate it because you have pretty much a very slim chance of getting it from contracts. You've got to just keep doing contracts. You might even spend the entire 45 minutes you're in there doing contracts and still not get the cryo freeze mod. And even then, if you look around in crates, you're not going to find it in normal tier zones. You've got to be in like the medium to high threat zones to find it. And even then, you're not guaranteed going to get it inside of a merc crate or whatever else you're looking inside of. There's little small crates, or there's the dark ether crates you can open. But yeah, it's just, you don't have a high chance of getting cryo freeze. And that's what makes this challenge so tedious. But that is the only tips I can give for that one. Like, just go to medium to high threat zones, look around crates, and also just rinse, repeat through contracts over and over until you eventually get the cryo freeze. If you don't want to do that and you already have cryo freeze happening to be on your, zombies acquisition section, you can just add it to your inventory before deploying into a match, then you could do that. Just make sure to make the most of it. Try and get all those kills in one match, because I'm telling you now, you won't want to leave that game with less than 250 kills and then find out that you've got no more cryo freezes and you've only done half of the kills. Like, just make sure you take advantage of that challenge. As for another really stupid challenge that I don't like, which took me ages, was for the MTZ762. And this challenge that I have been doing, which has just been really annoying me actually, this challenge, basically what it wants you to do is get a number of kills, I believe it's 250 of them, with a rarity of rare or higher on your weapon. So for the rarity, essentially what that means is you've got to get an ether tool that's a rare commonality or whatever, or it could be higher. So it could be like a legendary ether tool, an epic ether tool. It has to be anywhere higher than rare, which is the blue one. And you'd think that would be easy as well. If you don't have it in your bag and no one stowed it to you in game, or you haven't crafted it, yeah, you're not going to be able to do that one very easily. So you've got to do exactly the same thing. You've got to rinse, repeat, look for ether tools, and it has to be a rare one or higher. So that one alone is quite annoying as well, because you can't do that challenge until you get your weapon tiered up in rarity. So that is another really annoying one. As far as that one, don't really have any tips. Just keep doing contracts and keep looking through crates. That is literally all you can do to try and get that one done. That's what I mean about the battle rifles. Like, their actual Zircon scale challenges are piss easy. They're exactly the same as every other weapon, just 300 pack-a-punch kills. But as far as base camos, those two challenges have really held me off and slowed down my progress completely. Just that one for the bas-b and the other one for the MTZ762. But then I think as well there was another one which I didn't quite like that much, but it wasn't difficult, and it was like 50 merc kills, and that was for the MTZ762. That one was actually fairly simple. You literally just can go to mercenary camps, or you can just do that contract where you have to defend the server and just kill off a bunch of mercs, and you can rinse repeat that a few times and you'll get it done. So there are some weird challenges in there, but generally speaking, my advice to get Zircon scale, aside from those challenges and the little tips I've given here and there, the main challenge tips that I'm going to give you for Zircon scale itself and how to get those 300 pack-a-punch kills super quickly, it's exactly the same as I'll say in every other one of these videos. It's just go to Xavvo sites and just farm the living shit out of them. Literally, get your pack-a-punch. So if you've gathered enough essence just through killing zombies or doing contracts is obviously the quickest way. You'll gather about 2,000 essence per contract that you complete. So if you do about 2 of those, and let's say you get another 1,000 just by killing zombies around the map, you then have 5,000. Go to a pack-a-punch in the normal tier zone, pack-a-punch your weapon once. That's all you'll need. need. You don't need to Pack-a-Punch it a second or third time. One's enough. And then go to exfil sites and just rinse repeat, calling in exfil helicopters and then just killing off the zombies in the area. That is the quickest way, of course, that you can get the Pack-a-Punch kills done for ZIRCON scale. But guys, I'm actually interjecting here to add in something that I somehow managed to forget to do, and I do it every single video actually, so I don't know how I forgot it. You know, I'm going to rank the weapons now, which ones I think were best to worst. There's only 3 here, so it's going to be very quick and pretty simple in my opinion. I think this will probably match how I ranked them for Forged in multiplayer. But the first and the very best weapon to use out of these 3, I think, is probably the bas-b. Without a doubt, it's just the best one. It's super powerful, super satisfying, super accurate. Has to be at the top. I feel like it's actually just the meta for all of these battle rifles. I don't know if the SOA Subverter, like the new one, competes, but the bas-b is like one of the truly best ones in there. Then I think it's the MTZ 762, and then third and final is the Sidewinder. Either way, they're all really fun to use, but that's how I'm going to rank them. Other than that, that is basically it. Like, battle rifles are very, very simple to talk about. There's only 3 of them you have to do in the base game anyway, if we're talking about base camos. Obviously now you don't have to do them at all. You could literally skip them and just replace them for assault rifles and SMGs, but the point still stands. They're all fully automatic. They all feel super great. They sound great when you're using them, so they're very satisfying. I don't actually have anything against battle rifles in this game. They're actually very fun to use for zombies. Probably just as fun, if not more fun, than they were in multiplayer. I don't know, but the fact is, they're done now. I've done ZIRCON scale for these 3 weapons, so I guess the next class I'm probably going to do will maybe be the SMGs, but like I say, I don't want to be stupid with this. I don't want to do the wrong ones, or the best ones, I should say, in the wrong order. I want to do some of them left for last and get some of the RC ones out of the way, so one of them that I'll probably do next might actually be snipers or launchers. I'm debating which one, but one of the awful classes. We'll do one of those next, maybe. But other than that, that's it for today's video. So if you guys did enjoy, be sure to drop a like on this video. It means a lot to me, and it pushes the video in the algorithm. So it's really much appreciated if you do drop a like. Also, drop a comment. Let me know what you think of ZIRCON scale and what you think of it on these weapons. I have to say, like, I don't really like the camo. I don't think it's that worth going for. Like, it's kind of mid. It's a pretty shit camo, but we're here for the end result. Borealis. Hell, even Serpentinite is not that bad, I guess. It's kind of grown on me a bit. So yeah, let me know what you think, and be sure to check out all the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.